Hello, welcome to a new vlog. This time hopefully with more energy than the last two vlogs. I'm feeling a lot better. I'm glad that I didn't vlog last week because on Monday Hannes and I got our second vaccine shot and that messed with my body a little bit. Not fun, but I survived because it's just a small little immune system reaction, and now Hannes and I are fully vaccinated. Yeah, if I want to open my Etsy shop on the 1st of September, I have still a lot to do. I have to finish my market research, I have to take product photos, I have to figure out a price for my postcards and my other products, and I also have to write it all down, create the listings, and get my shop ready for launching. I'm back and I've got my final ID, and that means I don't have to go to this office in the next 10 years, hopefully. I also went to a drugstore and I've been to the Prünkist again, which is the shop I went to 2 times last week, I guess. I'll show you what I got later. First, I get myself some lunch because I'm hungry. Now that is a nice leftover meal, isn't it? As I said, I've been to the haberdashery again because I'm obsessed with embroidery now, which is unfortunate because I actually don't have the time to do it all the time, but here I am. I got some iron-on adhesive stuff. I would like to stick these 2 layers of fabric together and not just sew them together, because I have the feeling that the thread is then a little better secured. A cute little embroidery hoop for making small little patches. And last but not least, I got some thimbles.
Which great. Etsy likes long-tail keywords. Wonderful. Yeah, but if you only use long-tail keywords, you're not going to get the switch.
I feel a little dumb because I did my keyword research for my Etsy listings all of my notebook, and now I got myself the Service of Marmalade, which is an Etsy specific keyword research tool, and it's so much faster and so much easier. Oh, and I just feel like I wasted a lot of time. This is so freaking gothic now, I love it. Oh my god! I'm so happy! Hi, it's Tuesday, although when I record this it's Saturday, but in the vlog currently it is Tuesday, and Tuesday was the day that naive little Ellie thought she would spend 1 or 2 days for her simple product photo shoot. But no, this is where my 3-day battle with the camera started. I keep you updated in between, but just so you know, it's not going entirely downhill from here, but let me tell you that at the end of this vlog, I'm going to be really exhausted and also a little bit frustrated because I just realized that I'm not a photographer and that I never will be one. But yeah, see for yourself. So I got some props together for the photo shoot for my Inktober postcard set. Don't know if I'm going to use all of those, but nice to have them anyways. I found just one of those stick candles. It's actually the one for this candle holder, but I want to use this one, and now I'm just thinking of cutting this thing in 3 pieces, burn it a little so that it looks used. And then I have 3 stick candles because I'm not going out to buy some. I started with a flat lay of all the 12 postcard designs that I offer in my shop, and I actually plan to do it with my Canon 1100E DSLR camera. I hadn't used this one in quite a while, so I wasn't sure if I was able to handle this one. And after I took some sample shots and looked at them on my laptop, I figured that it would be best to switch over to my actual vlogging camera, which I use for all my Instagram photos, which is the Canon G7X Mark II. I use the manual setting on it as well so that I can adjust the exposure, and it's not as heavy as the DSLR camera, so I'm glad that I didn't power through with the DSLR camera. That would have been much more exhausting than the whole endeavor ended up being. A general theme of this whole product photo endeavor was that I was adjusting along the way. I had taken a Skillshare class about product photography. Actually, I took multiple Skillshare classes on that matter, which helped a lot. I got the tip to put some parchment paper in front of the window when there would be direct sunlight, which happened on that day. So I did that and it helped a lot. And yeah, I was just playing around, looking at what would fit, and made a lot of pictures just so that I would have something to choose from in the end. So I have been taking photos of my postcard set for the last 3 hours, I guess, and I'm struggling. And I just had the most brilliant idea ever. See what I did. What I actually wanted to say here was that I was struggling with my very contradictory ideas about how these product photos should look like in the end. On the one hand, I really like the minimalistic approach when it's just the product, nothing in the picture that distracts from the actual thing. But when I had the idea to stick the card into this wooden hand, I figured that I wanted to try the whole setting in scene with props stuff, so that's what I did the next day. The whole next day. Long story short, I didn't know what I actually wanted, and that cost me a lot of time in the end.
Gojo ist fertig. Rewe. Und da waren diese Fertigspätzle, die Hansi auch immer nimmt. Und ich habe diesmal zweimal Schmelzkäse genommen, also 2 Packungen.
Schmerzkäse.
Schmelzkäse. Und Alter, das war so geil. Pitti und ich waren so...
Mila's going to taste Hannes and my favorite Korean dish.
Das ist eigentlich schon gut.
Ja, ist gut, ne? Okay. Guten Appetit. On Wednesday, I shot all the pictures that included props. I didn't plan anything beforehand. I just gathered around what I needed when I was doing the particular postcard. That took, as I said before, the whole day. I didn't imagine how much time you could spend on one little set and how often you can rebuild it and then tear it down again just to do something entirely different. I underestimated this job real hard. It's like almost 11 and Hannes just scared the shit out of me because he's just entering. Actually, he has to be at work. But look what he brought. My package. The week before I had ordered my packaging materials from not a local but at least a German shop, and I want to ship and package as eco-friendly as possible, at least for me. Therefore I ordered mailers with a buckle closure instead of those with these adhesive strips to cut down the plastic waste. Alongside that I also ordered water activated tape, which is just plain paper that is coated in a plant-based glue, which obviously activates with water. Of course, I have no clue if this will work for me because I never had an online shop, but I'm very glad that this all arrived in time before my launch. It's out, it wasn't too deep. You guys, I'm so exhausted. Photography is very exhausting and makes a huge mess. It's 3:30 in the afternoon. I'm shooting since 9 o'clock. But I want to get this done today. Don't want to do it any photography tomorrow anymore, despite like minimalistic shots in front of my window, because those are way easier. Little did I know. Once again, I totally underestimated everything. I actually should have known that after a day of setting up little scenes with prompts and stuff, that coming up with these concepts is very creatively draining, and pretty aesthetic flat lays are no different, but you will see. Good morning. It's 8 a.m. I think. I'm in full workout gear. I'm trying to talk myself into going out and do a rope skipping workout. Since I lost my job in April, I really miss like the daily physical activity that I had back then, because I had a job where I was like running around the whole day with an average of 23,000 steps in a late shift. So I had my physical movement back then, but now I'm just sitting around and I just want to move my body a little more than just doing yoga. The link to my SKILLSHARE class on anime glass paintings for beginners is in the description box down below. Shameless self-promotion. The only type of product photos that was left on my list were flat lays with props. And that's what I did the whole Thursday, because as I said before, flat lays are as elaborate as other pictures with props. Until I had something that I liked and I thought could work. I think 3 to 4 hours passed. My studio, again, an absolute mess. And 80% of the props I didn't even need. So I finally found a flat lay design that I like, and I keep it that way now, and I'm going to shoot every single card on this flat lay. I made sure that this was the last day of product photography because I was so fed up. Don't get me wrong, the photos turned out really nice. It was also very fun to come up with these concepts, but I had the feeling that I haven't done anything at all. I couldn't believe that it took me 3 whole days to photograph 12 little postcards. But I know that for the next time, don't I? Okay, I'm not going to show you another tidying time lapse. We're just doing it like this. Ta-da! At this point I decided to end the vlog, very untypically on a Thursday evening, but I think it's long enough already, and despite all odds, it was a very productive week. I got a lot done. I only have to edit these photos now and write down the titles and all the tags and stuff, and that's boring work sitting at the desk. So I'm very glad that I vlogged the week where I actually did something creative. If everything goes well, I'm going to launch my Etsy shop next Wednesday, the 1st of September. If everything goes smoothly. I hope so. I will notify you either on Instagram or TikTok, maybe as well here on YouTube, but that's it. I hope you like this vlog, and I hope you like my honesty about this whole product photo endeavor, and you can understand why it isn't my favorite thing to do, but also necessary, and I can tell you, I learned a lot during these 3 days and I'm grateful for that. So that's all I have to say. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, take my Skillshare class. Bye!